It was really funny because I wasn't actually sure if I was going to do a January favourites this month, because I was like, I don't think I have enough things that I really love to talk about. But then, look, I've managed to collect this whole box of things together, which is probably far too much. But anyway, we're going to do it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Euphoria eyeshadows and contouring palette. I bought this on a whim. It was £6, and I just bought it because, well, mainly because it just looked beautiful. You basically got a blush shade, a highlight shade, a really cool tone contour shade, and then you have 6 eyeshadows. The eyeshadows are reminiscent to me of the ones in the Naked 3 palette. These kind of rosy, kind of pinky, kind of dusty rosy kind of shades. Very pleased to report that I absolutely love this palette. I'm wearing it all today. So I've got the contour, I've got the blush, I've got the highlight, which by the way, bomb dicks. Look, can you see? It just gives you a really nice kind of, it's not like a wham bam thank you ma'am, you know, kind of highlight. It's more of a, it's like, you know, the sun is just shining on your face and giving you a beautiful glow kind of highlight. The formulation as well is really, really good. They're not very powdery. I'm very impressed indeed with this. I've been using it all week so that I can get a really good opinion of it. And my opinion of it is it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Do a couple of swatcheroos so you can see. By the way, this shade here, the blush shade, really reminded me of Orgasm by NARS. However, it comes off, I would say, just a bit darker. Oh, it does look a bit chunky, but I promise, like on the face, beautiful. So it's got a bit of a sheen to it. It's pink, a goldy undertone to it, like a goldy kind of shimmery effect to it, which is very similar to Orgasm. The contour shade again is really good if you have fair skin, because it's not too kind of warm or too orangey. It's that perfect kind of shadowy, like I'm a shadow and I'm hiding under the cheekbones to make it look like you've got really great cheekbones kind of shade. Really like it, blends out really nicely. And oh, are you ready for this? The star of the show. This is the highlight. Look at this. This deserves its own little palette. Well, palette? No. It deserves its own. Like, it just deserves to be a highlighter in its own right. Look at this. Look, it's got that wet look sheen that I'm forever harping on about. I wouldn't say it's champagne toned. It's actually got like a, almost like a pinky silvery shift to it, but it's beautiful. You could probably get away with putting that all over your face as a finishing powder if you so desired. It would probably look a little bit like you've just put highlighter all over your face, but still I think it would give you a really beautiful glow. But then actually I'm thinking now I'm backtracking. I don't necessarily think you should put it all over your face, because I think it would be a little bit too much. But do you know what? If you want to, you go for it. You do you, girl. I saw you in Morrison's and you had this highlight all over your face. I would be on my hands and knees bowing down saying, well done, girl. You are my idol. Really, that's what I would be saying, because I would be so impressed. Anyway, so I'll just swatch a couple of the eyeshadows as well for you. So they're really buttery, really smooth. They don't feel really powdery. They're just like, they feel like really good quality. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a post that I put on that I've been lusting to buy the Zoeva on Taupe palette. I've been lusting over that. By the way, I've just realised I've been going on about this palette for way too long at this point. But anyway, it's fine. So I've been lusting after this Taupe palette by Zoeva, which is all taupey kind of greyish shades, which I love. £18. I must say, I feel like this palette has kind of substantiated my need for that taupe palette, because the shades are actually very similar, like the eyeshadow shades. So I don't think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to not get it for now, because I feel like, well, I've got this palette and this is wonderful, and it was £6. I would definitely recommend this. It's the Bare Euphoria palette. No, it's the Euphoria palette, Bare Euphoria. So I think they must have like a darker one as well. But this is so good. I really recommend that you buy this because it's beautiful. Beautiful. I've talked about that for way too long. So I'm going to try to be really quick with all the other things that I'm going to discuss today. I can't not mention the Ultra Pro what? I knew I was going to get that wrong. The Ultra Pro Glow Highlight Palette by Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution are just killing it right now. Amazing, great quality makeup, so affordable. If you've not tried any Makeup Revolution at this point, you really need to get some, and you've got no excuse. If you're American, you can go down to your local Ulta store, and I know they have Makeup Revolution there. Also, anyway, you need to try it. You saw my kind of review on this. I gave it a really good review, but after I did the review, I was kind of in two minds about it, because in reality, when are you going to be using all of these shades? Like, when are you really going to be using all of these shades? It is a little bit overwhelming, just because it's like, you know, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you're still kind of waking up, you've got a whole day ahead of you. The last kind of quandary you want is, which shade do I pick today? So it's a little bit overwhelming. However, it's a lovely problem to have, isn't it? Let's face it, what a beautiful problem to have. I tend to just mix the shades together, and I find that a lot of the time, because I'm just mixing, I just dip in here and dip in there and dip in everywhere. I never know what I put on, and then both my cheeks must look completely different. But I feel like this is a really good universal palette. If you do your friend's makeup, this would be a great one to go for, because I like shades to suit every single kind of skin tone. So I think you could definitely have a lot of fun with this palette, and I would really recommend it. It's £10 and you get 8 highlight shades. All of them really bomb-ass quality. Bomb-ass? What's that? Bomb-ass. I've never said that before. Bomb digs quality. When I did my video, I mean, by the way, I will link my my standalone review on that palette down below, so you can see. You can't actually see any of the swatches in that video because they didn't show up on my fair skin. I was having a really bad lighting day and filming day in general. So check out my Instagram page and you will be able to see a picture with the highlights on, but they give you that really nice wet look. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the liquid blender cleanser. It's made by the same people that make beauty blenders. I was very resistant to actually buy this, and I would have never bought it myself, because I used to just clean my beauty blenders with whatever hand soap I was using at the time. I found that that just worked. Also, most liquid hand soaps are antibacterial, so I just figured it seemed like the thing to do. However, my sister bought me this for Christmas, and I have not looked back since, because I had the rude awakening that I don't think I was ever really cleaning my beauty blenders before I started using this. I was cleaning them, but this stuff is like a powerhouse. It's like the boss of cleaning beauty blenders. My beauty blender has never been so clean as when I use this. I just feel like I've been neglecting it all along. It's just been a very sad beauty blender. Well, all my beauty blenders, very sad until I got this. It really does do a great job of cleaning beauty blenders. The only thing I'm going to say about this that I don't like, it's got this really weird like application / lid situation. It's got this like plastic plate bit. It's like a plate. And you kind of, I still don't know what I do with this. I think you're meant to like push this down. But then the beauty blender stuff, I have no idea what to do with it. It smells really nice. Okay, so I just changed my lip product because I was wearing Cashmere by Lime Crime and it was getting very dry up in here. So I've gone for a glossy lip now, which by the way is one of my favourites, and I'm going to just tell you about it. This was not planned to be my January favourites, but I'm going to tell you anyway because why not? This is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Tres Leches. This is £5 and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Not the best application ever, but it has a super kind of glossy look to it and it's a really nice, I don't think there's something wrong with my lighting today. Things are not coming off the way that they really are. I'm not quite sure why that is, but this is like, it reminds me quite a bit of Faux from MAC. If Faux was a very glossy kind of lip gloss product, it kind of reminds me a lot of that. These also feel really comfortable on the lips, and yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Brilliant. All of the Intense Butter Glosses, the ones that I've tried have been really, really good. I know that there are mixed views on them, like with anything. I think, you know, different colour pigments can affect the formula, but this one's great, and I've got two others that I really love. So also that's another throw-in January favourite there. Okay, next. Right, I can't do a January favourites without mentioning my new favourite mascara. This is the Lash Princess by Essence. I just love this. It really does give you a false lash look. I've not got it on today only because I wasn't thinking that I was going to film today, and I just didn't want to have like a really extreme lash look because this is like really extreme. So I would have put it on obviously if I realized I was going to be filming. But anyway, if you're a fan of really like just false lash, super dramatic, you know, you could be like at the end of the road and your friend is at the other end of a road and this is like a really long road. It's not just like an avenue. Imagine the longest road that you've ever been on in your life. They would see your eyelashes before they saw you because it just gives them such a dramatic look. The only negatives to this that I will mention are I don't wear it on my bottom lashes because even though it does look beautiful and it applies really easily to the bottom lashes, it smudges. It smudges like a bad boy. Seriously, I just can't. So I've been using my L'Oreal, what? Say what? Who are L'Oreal? Have you heard of L'Oreal? I've not heard. Oh, who's this? Someone's on the phone. Hello? Oh, hello. Is this L'Oreal? L'Oreal, hi. Oh, no, I don't know who L'Oreal are. I've never heard of them. I know L'Oreal. Yes? Okay, thanks for calling. Bye. So, yeah, I don't wear it on the bottom lashes. I wear the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt on the bottom lashes because that one doesn't smudge. Oh, and I always get the dreaded, you know, the eyebrow stamp. I always get the eyebrow stamp with this. But do you know what? I can forgive it because that is just a sign that it's made my lashes super long. So I can't complain about that really, can I? You can't have your cake and eat it and want super long lashes and then be hating the mascara stamp because, you know, the mascara stamp is just the mascara's way of saying I am stamping myself on you to show you how amazing I am. And bomb digs. Okay, so I love that one and I would recommend it to absolutely anyone in the world because I would be very surprised if someone were to try it and they didn't like it. I'd be like, excuse me? Excuse me? Really? Are you a human being? I shouldn't say that because just in case someone's watching and they don't like it, but really? I don't understand. Me no comprehende. Okay. So the next product is by OGX. If you watched my last empties video, I completely bashed two of the OGX shampoos. I'm not a fan of the shampoos or conditioners at all for multiple reasons, but mainly because the bottles are just so impractical. Anyway, watch the empties video for more info if you're interested. However, I think OGX do really good, what I call kind of side products. These are like the side buddies. You know, like men or girls have like a side girl. Is that a thing? I don't know. Am I making this up right now? Probably making this up because I'm not hip anymore. But this is the... I completely distracted myself then. This is the Thick and Full Biotin, whatever biotin is. Never heard of biotin. And Collagen Amplifying Lotion. This makes my hair so thick, so thick. If you're someone that has really fine hair, I would definitely recommend you give this one a go. I just put this in after I've washed my hair. I kind of towel dry it a little bit and then just whack some of this in, probably far too much because I'm an extremist, so I always put way too much in and I end up with really thick hair, which is wonderful. So I definitely recommend this one to you. Okay, and we're on to the last product of the day, and this one is a foundation. It's the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD. This is a foundation that I did a first impression and review on it wasn't a couple of weeks, it was probably early January, I think, but I really love it. It's my new favourite dewy kind of radiant looking foundation. A bit concerned before I tried this because Luster Lux said that when she tried it, her skin looked so like shiny, and I have oily skin, so I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so shiny like Luster Lux. But I wasn't really shiny. It just gives your skin a really nice dewy look. If you're oily skinned, I wouldn't be afraid of this because I have oily skin and it holds up really, really beautifully on my skin. I do have to set my kind of T-zone areas because otherwise, you know, the T-zone, it doesn't live by any rules. The T-zone is a rebel. The T-zone just likes to do its own thing, go a bit crazy, just, you know, ruin things for the rest of your face. So please do set your T-zone if you're using this and you're oily skinned. I think it would work really nicely if you've got dry skin. Medium coverage, as I said, it's quite a dewy kind of radiant look and it just feels super comfortable on your skin all day. It lasts for hours. Like I wear this during my work day and it has no problem holding up through my boiling sauna like office temperatures. I just love it. I have the shade Fair, which I believe is the lightest shade, other than they do have one shade which is just like white. It's white. I was really intrigued by the white shade for a long time, but then I kind of thought, am I actually going to be using that white shade? Probably not. So I don't think I'm going to buy that one now. I would probably say it's a touch too dark for me. If it was just kind of half a shade lighter, I think it would be perfect. But you know what? I can excuse it of that because it is not like really noticeable. I can kind of blend it down my neck. I kind of bronze the hell out of my neck to just kind of make it all blend in. So I kind of, you know, I get away with it really. I think. I probably don't. People are probably looking at me like, her foundation is so dark. Hey, have you seen her foundation? It looks so dark. She cannot pick a foundation to save her life. And why does she feel the need to bronze down her neck? Does she actually think that that's throwing us off the scent? That's what they say, probably behind my back. But as long as I think it's fine and ignorance is bliss, then that's the main thing. Anyway, really recommend this one. Okay, so what's going on here with my hands? Okay, so that's all for my January favourites. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know down below what your new kind of favourites are, whether it be January or just your current favourites. Let me know. I'd be really interested to find out. And if you've tried any of these products as well, let me know what you think. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll be back soon with more reviews. Bye.